What is good, everybody? This is Charles from Team COG coming at you guys today with a Generaider Runick combo tutorial. And today I'm going to showcase you guys the bread and butter combo of the deck. I'm going to showcase you guys a 2-card combo and a 3-card combo. Sadly, we only have like one card combo, and it's literally Diviner into 1-card Baron. So like it's nothing really extraordinary to go through, but I do plan to do some test hands after this to showcase you guys like more in depth what you do, how you utilize both engines, and what's kind of crazy about the deck. If you guys have not, go ahead and check out my YCS feature match review with Generaider Runick versus Sprite Pearly. I'll go over that feature match, talk about it. The deck did phenomenal. I mean, like this is insane. So I do, like I said, I say at every video that I incorporate this deck on is that I believe this is a very unexplored and a very tested deck that people have just slept on, because when you think of Generaiders, everybody just has like the bad taste in their mouth of like level 9s that don't do anything. And then of course when you throw Runick in there, you have of course Runick. Like Runick stun like haunts people's nightmares. But we get to utilize Runick and Generaiders. Not only are they lore friendly because they're both cards and both artworks facilitate lore from both strategies, they also have some very good synergy. And yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into the combo here. Okay guys, so here's the combo. It's pretty much any Runick card plus World Legacy Monstrosity. Monstrosity is literally insane. We sadly did not get to see this in the feature match, but that's okay. So pretty much any Runick plus Monstrosity is a Rip 2 and a Monster Negate. And then if you incorporate Generaider Boss Stage into the mix, you get to the Rip 4 combo, which is really insane. But for the most part, we're just going to go ahead and showcase you guys the combo here, utilizing any Runick plus Monstrosity. So the first thing you do is you fire off Monstrosity and you summon out Sleipnir. This card is, sadly we didn't see this in the feature match, but this card is probably my favorite card that has come out just in general. This card is just beautiful, guys. Like I love the artwork. It's just the lore, everything. It just does a lot for the deck. There's also some pretty cool strategies you can do. Sleipnir has like the same effect as Har in a sense, that if a card is added from the main deck to the hand, you can summon a Runick token that's the same stats as a Generaider token. However, it counts as a Runick token, so it doesn't have a lot of synergy with Generaider stuff, but like stuff like Trius it can. It lets you also chain block stage, which is really cool. But anyway, onto the combo. You're going to go and fire off Monstrosity, target this, and you're going to summon out 2 monsters from the deck. Your choices are going to be Vala, the Sid here of the Generaider bosses, and you're going to summon out Hela. It is very important that you do summon out Hela because Hela is like important for this combo sequence. So you summon out here, and there you go. Now what you do is you overlay Sleipnir and Vala into your Phantom Fortress Interblathnir. We'll go ahead and put it, let's see, there we go. There we go. I will go ahead and do this. You go ahead and use Interblathnir's effect, detaching the Vala to go ahead and rip 1 card of the opponent's hand, which will signify by using, let's get a better looking dice, there we go. Signifying by 1. And then you go Hela's effect, tribute itself, to go ahead and summon out Vala, and then Vala's effect will allow you to summon out the Hela from the graveyard. You then overlay here for your second copy of Interblathnir. And now it doesn't really matter what you detach, you just go ahead and detach, and you go ahead and rip a second card from your opponent's hand right here. So there you go. Then you overlay the Phantom Fortress Interblathnirs into F0, and then you smack on Utopic Future on top of that. So you've ripped your opponent for 2 cards, and you've been able to set up a Monster Negate. Now if you have anything else in your hand like Boss Stage, like I've said, if you have Boss Stage, you can activate Boss Stage. If you have like any Runick cards, you can like start doing Runick things. Pretty much whatever you really want to do. There is a world where like you do put, the reason you put F0 up here, the main monster zone, is so if you do have Boss Stage, you get all your tokens. But there is a world where if you do have more Runick cards and stuff like that, you can put the F0 down the main monster zone and then summon like Sleipnir up here, summon your Mugen, whatever you really need to do to put up here to facilitate the combos and stuff you need. But that is it for the 2-card combo. Like I said, this is, when you look into combos, or when I look into combo sequencing, I'm trying to, whatever cards I put in, do I get more out of, and that determines if it's a good combo or not. So the simple fact that I put in 2 cards in this combo and I was able to hand rip for 2 cards and establish a Monster Negate, that's 3 disruptions or 3 types of interactions that I've done to a 2-card combo. So that's really good and really important. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, and I'm going to showcase you guys the 3-card combo that does rip 4 cards from the opponent's hand. All right, guys, so here we go. This is pretty much the same. This is the combo with 1 different line if you open Boss Stage. Boss Stage really changes the dynamic into a Rip 4, plus you end on like an Omni Negate and everything. So like this, just 1 Boss Stage just changes the dynamic of this combo, making it to like where instead of it did like 2 cards get you to 3 forms of interaction, this right here gets you like 4 or 5 forms of distraction. So like it's pretty crazy. But you're going to start your turn by going Runick Destruction. Go ahead, fire this off to go ahead and get Sleipnir out. You then can go ahead and activate your World Legacy Monstrosity, targeting Sleipnir. But this time, instead of going Vala Hela, you go Vala Odin. So Vala plus, Har, which is just another name for Odin. wherever he's at. The Generaider boss is Storms. And this is where, like I said, like the combo like pivots a little bit. We'll go and activate the field spell here. So right here, we'll go ahead. You still overlay here. You keep Har on the field, and you go for Jormungandr. Jormungandr is so interesting because it gives like you a false sense of like pluses, right? So do take note, like yes, you're going to be giving your opponent to draw a card, right? So that means that they could potentially draw into a hand trap, draw into Nibiru, but that's okay because as long as you have Har and Jormungandr, your combo is still protected because like you contribute these two and rip another card. Yeah, you don't get to do as much, but it's okay. So you go ahead and use Jormungandr's effect. You detach. We both draw a card and then we both attach a card. We'll just go ahead and attach here. And then that'll trigger Har's effect. Har's effect will trigger, allowing you to rip a card from your opponent's hand. So that's going to rip one card from the opponent's hand. That'll also trigger Boss Stage, summoning from the deck Mardell. And you can grab whatever you want. It doesn't matter. We can go for, as soon as we find Mardell, it's probably going to be the next, there it was, next card. So you summon out Mardell. And then Mardell's effect activates, grabbing you Utgardna. I actually, hold up, I wouldn't add Utgardna. Well, I guess you could, yeah. You can, it doesn't matter. So now you go ahead and use Val's effect, pitching the Utgardna to go ahead and summon itself, and then Val's effect to summon out here your Utgardna. You then can overlay here for your Interblafnir, detach here, rip a card from the opponent's hand, so you've ripped 2 cards from the opponent's hand, then you overlay here, ripping another card from the opponent's hand with, right here, detach, it doesn't matter what you detach, ripping 3 cards from the opponent's hand. So then you just overlay here for your F0, and then that is it for the first turn. So some of you are going to be like, wait a minute, where's the 4th card? You said this was a rip 4. So anyway, your opponent's turn activates, they draw a card, you trigger Boss Stage. Boss Stage will summon out Hela. I think wherever she may be, you summon out the Hela. There she is. So summon out Hela. Then you get your tokens. You get 1, 2, 3 tokens. And still in the standby phase, you go Hela's effect, tribute a token, to go ahead and summon out Har. And then whenever you feel like it, you can use Jormungandr's effect, detaching, both players draw a card and then attach a card to Har. And then you trigger detach and attach a card to Jormungandr. Then that triggers Har's effect to rip the 4th card out of the opponent's hand. So that's where like you sometimes will receive like it's a little bit of a confusion in a way, right? Because Jormungandr gives like a false sense of pluses because no matter what's happening, they have to, in a way, they lose a card. So yeah, they get to draw one, but then they're losing 2 cards with Har, as long as Har is on the field, because a card has to attach from Jormungandr from field or hand, and then Har makes your opponent send a monster card from field or hand. So, and then this is your inboard. You have a monster effect negate and then Omni negate here with Har, and you know Jormungandr, you've already ripped them for 4 cards. They should be having 2 cards in hand, so you're going to be able to negate 1 monster effect and negate anything else they have. So it's pretty crazy, guys. Truly it is, and that's not even to include if you had like any other cards to combo off with this scenario. If you had other Runick cards that you could set, you know, like anything like that. If you happen to start off with Runick Fountain to draw into cards, then you happen to get the 3 cards you needed to do things. It's truly dependent. But anyway, this is it for the combo. Please remember, if you guys enjoy stuff like this, you guys are interested in more stuff, comment down below, give me a like, give me a subscribe. And without further ado, guys, this is Charles from Team COG, signing out.